Good evening. My name is Brett Barber. I'm working with my 8.2 inch 300 blackout pistol upper. I have my rings marked back and front, and the lowers are already mounted. I took and pressed forward as I torqued on the mounting screws. Now I'm going to take the alignment dowels as I'm doing this. I have also taken a level and put on the lower half of the rings. Both front and rear are 3.6 degrees left to right, and they are level front to back. So let me line these up, get that in there, take the rear. Get this in place. I'm using the Torx key that came with my Sig Sauer Romeo 5 red dot. Let me get this out of my face. And here's the Torx that came with the scope. I'll use this one as well. Let me loosen this up. So there's an even gap between the two. So if you couldn't tell, it is hot as Hades in my shop. I am working in the shed. I have a nice workbench out here, however, it is not air conditioned. So I'm sweating. Alright, now that I have both of the alignment bars in, I'm going to torque them down, alternating. Quarter turn there, quarter turn there, quarter turn, quarter turn. Alright, they look good and snug. And these surprisingly look to be fairly aligned. I will put in a close-up picture to show, but for the sake of this video, I will do some lapping so you can see the process of what has to happen. I'm now going to clean the lapping bar. Wipe it off with my microfiber cloth. I'll set that to the side. Now, using my Q-tip and the lapping compound, take some lapping compound on a Q-tip, and with the rings together, apply lapping compound to both front and back rings. Now I'm going to take same Q-tip, lapping bar, and coat the front of the lapping bar with lapping compound. Then we will slide it in the rear ring. Need to loosen it up a little bit, so probably gonna have to loosen up the front as well. There we go. Now I'm going to coat the back of the lapping bar. And lapping compound. Slide the rest of the way in. Now I will insert my handle. And slowly start to work this back and forth. Forward and back until it becomes easy to move like it is now. So I'm going to torque the rings down a little bit more, making sure to do so evenly. And continue the process. It's getting easy again. So again, tighten the rings. And seems to be a little too tight, so we'll back it off. About an 1/8 of a turn. And this should be my last pass. Alright. So at this point, I'm going to remove the handle. And I'll set that off to the side. I'm going to take the rings apart. So both halves, split them so I can properly clean the rings and I will check them again with the alignment bar. Now with everything aligned, I'm going to take the alignment bars out. Making sure not to lose a screw as I do. Slide that out. Set these off to the side. Alright, now the two ring halves are separated. I will take my scope, set it in the rings, I'm going to take my rear ring half with my marking that I made to the front and just get the threads started with this first screw over here. I'll get the thread started with the second screw. Alright, I'm going to do the same with the front, marking to the front. First screw, get the thread started. Second screw, get it started. And I'm going to get this snug down, not tight, but enough to where I can still move the scope left to right, front to back, so I can put a level on it and check the level, which will make the reticle inside level. Once I get that, I will torque the screws. I typically go in a cross pattern, so I'll start with the front left and then go to the rear right, and then from the rear right I move over to the rear left, up to the front right, and I slowly torque them until they are hand tight. Alright, now I've leveled everything. I took the cap off just to make sure that the cap itself wasn't out of level. And again, remember, I started with a 3.6 degree difference at the rings themselves. So I made sure when leveling that I leveled this with that same 3.6 degree difference.
Now, I'm going to torque it. I'm going to have a turn here, come over here. Half a turn. Half. That took about a quarter right there. It's getting snug. And quarter. Quarter.
And a quarter. So, all snugged up, I will assemble the rifle and I will cut in a picture of the finished product.